joining us. And if you are still here, this is still Enterprise Morning, reaching us from Enterprise Television. Let's head straight to our conversation for this morning. The Super Falcons triumphant performance at the Women's African Cup of Nations Wafcon is in Morocco, exemplifying how unity and diversity can drive success. Despite their different ethnic, cultural, and religious backgrounds, the team came together with a shared goal, demonstrating resilience, discipline, and mutual respect.
Their ability to rise above differences and play as one stands in stark contrast to Nigeria's often divided political scene, where ethnic and religious allegiances and hinder national unity. The Falcons story offers a powerful lesson: inclusion, merit-based leadership, and a collective purpose can unite the nation and fuel progress.
Very true. And more than just a football victory, the Falcons' achievement symbolizes the kind of Nigeria that is possible. One where diversity is embraced and unity leads to greatness. Let's get talking. We still have Barrister Vance Ofeli. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for being here.
Stands out in the entire black race, in the entire world. And that seems not to be going down well with the South Africans and Ghanaians, because they wish they were Nigeria. They say it all the time. You understand? We stand out in everything, from music to education to go to America, where the highest in terms of we have the highest degrees in terms of immigrants in the entire American state. Talking about that vast place, and we have been doing well in IT in different areas, you know. But these small African countries with just 30,000 population and whatever you call
30 million.
30 million, sorry, 30 million population and the rest of that, feel that they should be in the place Nigeria is. And then because we also have some negative stories across the world, they tend to amplify it. But our positive stories are more. Even the Caucasians want to be like Nigerians. It's in entertainment where there's a new artist called what's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Upcoming artist.
A new artist, not upcoming. Is gaining ground gradually. Okay. You know, the guy that sang the "Joy Is Coming." That's So when you go to the internet or you go online to watch what Caucasians are doing with that song, white people are doing with the song, you will know that Nigeria has broken the bars. We have conquered the entire world in terms of our exhibitions. Okay. But not many people want to hear that. Not many countries want to believe that. But whether they believe it or not, it does not matter. You saw that the Moroccans were using light to distract.
Yes.
To distract. Our keeper kept blocking her, her eyes from the light.
Yes.
I was wondering because, FIFA should see that the governing body of the World Football Federation should see that and should say something about it. These girls did not just win because they were lucky. They trained for it. They trained for it. If you notice, it is not a pattern they played during the first half that they played in the second half.
True.
They switched pattern. Okay. And when they came back at the second half, the Moroccans lost balance. They lost balance. We were able to go through their defense as if we were just walking. We would break defense like if we just walk past and all that. And the girls, you know, played the tighter team operation at the second half. Even though the resilience was there in the first half to make a difference. And at the end of the day, we won. So it's a game. It's a game. But from games, from play, you can get to know the intentions of the hearts of people. Yes. That when you are very successful, when the whole world is talking about you, you will always have those who are jealous, those who do not want you to be mentioned anywhere. It applies to business too. It applies to daily life, politics, workplace politics. People want to compete, you understand?
Yes.
And the rest of that. So it's not, the lesson for us is that we should know that we have so many enemies from within. From within. Instead of the black race to come together, to start, now you can even see why we are talking about the lack of development in Africa. Visa regime. Why should I need a visa to go to South Africa? Why should you need a visa to go to Kenya? And all that. It tells you that if it were to be, you know, a pure white country, you know, a pure white country playing against a black nation, you see that the white people, they have a tendency to want to come together to support that white. Very true. All of them. You see a flat curve. Yes. You see a flat curve here. But conversely, you see that even though we are within this space called Africa, there are Africans that are white. The Moroccans, for example, are highly fair white people, you understand? Even though you cannot call them white in the sense of Caucasian. But you see that our black brothers like Ghana, our black brothers like South Africa, are highly xenophobic. Yes. Now we're not even playing in their field. We're not in their country. They say we shouldn't come. But you can see what hatred can do, that the hatred has become transcontinental. Because even from far away in their own country, they are still spiting us, you know. So that they prefer a white-skinned opponent to win over the black. To win, and then they will get back to their recluse to celebrate that. It paints a picture of witchcraft. It just marks of hatred taken beyond normal. And fine, it's okay. It's okay. But as far as we are not reneging in our strength, in our struggle, it's God that positioned Nigeria, gave it all it requires, the human resources. We are doing all this, remember, without even government full support. The footballers don't have full support of government. I'm just telling you. That's true. If they do, they will not be leaving them stranded when they finish. You understand? They do not have full government support. That's the truth. In South Africa, they will not set out for any assignment without full government support. They won't go. There are countries in this world where they will not shoot a movie until government drop a grant. We turn Nollywood to what it is today without government single input. So if we are this successful internationally without government support, these countries that government support 100%, Okay, if we have a government that, just imagine, if we have a government that is giving us 100% support, would the Ghanaians come close? Would the South Africans? They will not be able to muster because the progress will be overwhelming.
Yes.
So that is what it is. So I think
okay,
we are doing what we are doing.
Okay, I think that's a very good one from you, and I really want to take this to our personal lives, but I think it has just, Barrister has really, gone into that a bit, right? But I will just take it to, I'll just bring it down to our government, right? Okay, so what role should government institutions play in promoting unity through national teams and youth engagement?
It's just that the problem is that we cannot sustain the euphoria. You see, while the march was ongoing, tribalism died, ethnicity died. Every of the isms all died. They collapsed under the excitement and progress we're making. You understand? Now, after that week, now in the week is not too far. After that moment, after we are done with that euphoria, the next thing we remember that our neighbor downstairs is not from our tribe. Not from our tribe. The next thing we remember is that these people that are applying to come and school in this university are not from this state. So they should have a different cutoff mark from those coming from our state. So that we don't end up taking people from other states into our university and our people are not in our university. So you have those things. We cannot sustain, if we can sustain this level of strength and leave the curve flat and march on from there, we'll be unstoppable. We'll be unstoppable. You understand? Right. It's only when we're out there in the public to compete with outsiders that we all come together to ensure that we win them. But when we come indoors, we are not coming together to win together. When we get indoors, we are not coming together to win together. Well, we start to throw chives at me. It's related to the first story. That has to do with the naming of Boston.
Exactly.
You understand? We will not go to... We will not be in the stadium. That day they were playing that match now. Maybe after they have won us 2-0, during the halftime, and I say, come. That Charlie boy bust up. Why must he be? Do you think the person will respond to you? He'll tell you that I'm
telling you.
But the
Seriously.
want to win this match.
Do you get?
So that is it. Or you can see that while we go outside, we feel we are one. We present ourselves as one to the world. But the moment we defeat them, succeed and come home, we start to fight unnecessarily. And at the end of the day, we're not able to hold ourselves together. That is not good enough. We should be able to come together to win at every level. If we come together to win at every level, that will push us faster forward than to be selective in our quest to develop. We have more development, as it were.
Yes, very true. Because Barrister, there's this play amongst them, Ashley Plumtree, who is from the UK, though she has said her ancestry is from Nigeria at one point or another, right? But she is so very addicted to desiring to be Nigerian, just like you've rightly said, and she's represented for Nigeria as a defender. So we are not even talking about that. For us, it's good if she comes to win for us, right? But up until today, we still have people that I, in quote, call opinion leaders who are opposed to some of these things. A very good example is Reno Omokri. When the team won, he was the first to come congratulate and, of course, said it was because of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and how that he has been so helpful to the nation, and that was why the women, won. But I would love you to speak to the issue of opinion leaders who have been the target to creating this this fragmentation that is within us.
Well, I don't like discussing Reno Omokri. I don't like discussing Reno Omokri because If I go into Reno, it will come out with wounds. It's not a true representation of a true Nigerian. Yes, he is not consistent. He only responds to where resources is coming from. And being a hand-to-mouth analyst like him, I do not think. Let me just take the issue based the way you present it. Opinion leaders generally, you know, spiking ethnic bigotry and the rest of that. You see, politicians are fond of doing that. Those who want to make sure that people don't see themselves as one, or people don't see themselves together. You know, during the campaign, for all political campaign, you find that subtle element of bigotry thrown into campaigns. You understand? It's our own. Okay? The other people are not our own. Vote for your own. You understand? You know, it's so deep that I was pained when they called this guy that contested governorship candidate for Labour Party in Lagos State in the last election.
Yes.
Rose Rival.
It was Rival, yeah.
I was pained when his own people raised the question that his mother is Igbo and that he should go there and contest. So see, the bigotry is not just against other tribe. It carried over to same tribe too. They just pick one thing from your ancestry and then say because of that you are not a proper person to occupy a position. The leadership is not tied to heritage. Competency or incompetence is not a product of ancestry. It's not. Ancestry is a different conversation entirely. Every man must have a root.
And at some point, it could crisscross between different different demographics.
It could overlap at some point. Okay, and at some point you get so the fact that your father is Igbo, your mother is Ishan, does not make you any less a leader. If you have developed yourself, you have capacity and considerable experience in the area you are asked to lead. It does not. But when you see, even the government is not helping the matter. This thing called state of origin, they have to take it out. When people fill forms, and I've been somewhere before where I was asked to fill a form, I filled the form. When I got to state of origin, I skipped it. And I filled the rest and I submitted it. A lady came to me and said that, where's my state of origin? I said, I'm a Nigerian. Because I know that office, they are so stupid there that they have a tendency to undermine what I came to do because of my ancestry. So she started putting pressure, if you cannot fill the form completely, I said, madam, I know how stupid you are in this office. That's why I don't want to fill it. Until you get yourself out, because I know that the moment I declare my ancestry, you will take my form and go and dump it somewhere. Until I begin to look for a way to, I will be helpless. That's why I said I'm a Nigerian. Yeah. So we battled it to a point where the authority came out and I explained to them. So what I'm trying to say is that remove that state of origin there. If a person, because the Constitution is clear in Section 25. What it requires to be a citizen of Nigeria is stated there. So why are you now asking me about indigenship, settlership, and all that? Those are tribal issues. And that is why Benjamin Kalu, a deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, that's my case this week, by the way, for the middlemen, has a bill in the National Assembly now on indigenship, settlership, and citizenship. And the bill is saying that if you have lived, if you are born anywhere in the country, and you have lived there for 10 straight years with good conduct, you have not been found in criminal activities within 10 years, you can claim an indigene of that place where you are born. That's the bill in the House. It was a dangerous bill.
How dangerous is it?
Now, we hear it in the middleman. Let me reveal part of it. No, let me reveal part of it.
Okay.
We are not ripe. You know the answer now. They are changing bus stop. You know the answer. It's, you know, do you know, I don't know that you've read about the Ife monarchical crisis.
Yes, monarchical, yes.
You've read about
it. Yes, monarchical crisis, yeah.
Do you know about the Aguleri?
The Aguleri.
And which other one?
Umuleri.
Umuleri.
Yes.
Those are, do you think that from when those tribal war was fought till today, we have intellectually elevated ourselves? That we're better off now than we were at that time? Do you think so? I mean, the answer is that I'll just present to the middleman. The middleman will take it over from there, because I'm not going to talk about it, because I know that I don't think we're ready. As much as I'm not opposing the bill, I'm saying that that bill needs, we don't need just a National Assembly to determine that bill. That bill should be determined by a national conference.
Okay.
National Assembly would not have the vials to talk that bill into existence and bring where it's warmongering. It's we're drawing the battle line. Just go online. They've not even invited us for public hearing. Just go online and see what people are talking about it.
Already?
Yes. This bill, I think it's on the second reading. There's already war. Maybe the public hearing is chairs we'll be using to throw at each other. Because I don't know how we're going to. Our public reading will mean it has gone through third reading.
Third reading,
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. For me, I don't think we're ready for it. I don't think so. We need maybe another 100 years.
100 years?
Yes.
So
when all these people changing bus stop would have died, then the Gen Zs now, they'll be 90 that time. Then maybe those in the house, then who will be in their 50s, would have been, we don't know the generation they will be calling them at that time, because even after generation by that time, they will be in their 80s. Okay. You understand? Okay. That's why I say we need 100 years.
So does that mean that Pa Obafemi Awolowo saw the future with the statement that you rightly said? That
well, he did, especially the man from the north, who said we should discuss our differences. Nnamdi Azikiwe was highly cosmopolitan. You know, he never grew up in the locals. Yes. He never grew up with the locals. He was from one city to the other.
He was born in Kaduna.
Yes.
And he grew up there. He schooled around. Yes.
Crisscross, even to Ghana.
Yes.
You understand? So his cosmopolitan mind was that we should just drop it. It's not necessary. Let's discuss the future. Let's discuss nationality. Let's discuss nation building. You understand? The ones that have the coloration of ethnic ties caution him. This thing is dangerous. Can we sustain this? You understand? So that's the issue. We need, for me, that is my own personal opinion, I think we need 100 years.
All right, so while we wait for 100 years possibly to get ourselves to love ourselves, which I think is so very important. Like I've often said, unity in diversity is the antidote that we need to get going. If we must compete with the League of Nations, the world and the rest are not waiting for us. They are moving at supersonic speed. They are not waiting. While we sit down and wait in reckless abandon, other people are moving ahead of us and making progress beyond our imagination. It's been stated just recently, NVIDIA, a barrister, NVIDIA total net worth is 2 times or 7 times above the total net worth of Africa. Just one company.
One company.
NVIDIA. You know, so these are people, individuals are becoming wealthier than countries.
Yes,
very well.
Yes.
And here we are still thinking about ethnicity and...
Microsoft is giving to nations. Microsoft is giving, not loan, grants. Grant means you don't need to pay back to different countries to alleviate poverty, to provide public healthcare services, different countries. You know, it's a company. So you understand? That's also a lesson to you. You can start a company that will become so wealthy, wealthier than the country you are from. There are many people in this country that are wealthier than the country.
You're right.
You understand? So talking about inequalities and commonwealth being not being circulated around, so you have few people having access to the wealth of the country, and so they can become richer than a state. But the difference between those who are richer than Nigeria here and those who are richer than nations abroad is that those who are richer than nations abroad give. They give to support education, to support school, but the ones here don't give. They die with the wealth. Sometimes they stack money in septic tanks, you know, and make sure that they die with it. Then sometimes they loot it out of the country, stock it in banks all over the world, and the rest of it. That's different. They buy properties in South Africa everywhere and lock those properties up.
You know,
one of the EFCC operatives has said that they should carry out drug tests or psychiatric tests on politicians who go all over the world. Vienna, UK, America, South Africa, buy properties in all these countries, use padlock, and padlock all of them across the world and come and stay here.
Come and stay here. Yeah. And they're not punishing themselves like that.
Well, a big congratulations once more to the Super Falcons, and we truly do hope that Nigeria would learn one or two from them, as they are being hosted right about now by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I love to believe that he equally would use the opportunity to learn that the Morocco syndrome, which still remains, you know, that would be a reason for him to maybe die that down come 2027, and hope that things will get better. Thank you so very much, Barrister.
Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, that's just about the time we have. We'd love to say thank you to you for making this picture complete. Please do well to visit us if you may. You can always find us or reach us when you visit us at EnterpriseTVNews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at EnterpriseTV7. I am Henry Ikwepike.
And I am Kendi Bodorin.
On behalf of the entire team of Enterprise Television, thank you so very much once more, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.